Hello, every pony. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Um, my name is Sam. I'm also known as Scream to some. I'm going to speak on my experience I had at Megaplex in 2024. It was my very first convention, and I want to speak about the things I've experienced and the people I've met, as well as the events I've went to, as well as missed. I will also speak on my plans for this year as well. So I went to Megaplex in 2024. It was my very first furry convention. However, I did go to one convention beforehand. I went to Central Florida Comic Con very briefly, just for a few hours, and I didn't really enjoy myself. So I don't consider it as my very first convention, since it was very brief. um, so I consider Megaplex as my very first convention, since I had the whole experience. Um, I went to Megaplex with these three friends, wonderful people. Uh, I stayed with them in our hotel for the entirety of Megaplex, as well as the day before and the day after. Um, it's really hot in my room, sorry. I'm trying so hard to keep my breathing low so I don't end up like breathing so hard. Um, I love my friends. This year I will be only going with two other people. So, yeah. um, on the very first day, I explored the place. It was whenever I went and got my ticket. Um, and uh, it was before Megaplex actually started. So I just started to explore the convention, just so I can get an idea of how big it really is, because it's huge. So I explored the place the best I could, with my friends and stuff, and so we left to go back to our hotel so that we could prepare for the day after, when the actual convention starts. So I didn't have any schedule set at all. I didn't know any events that were happening, nothing like that. I wanted to just go in without without any schedule. I just wanted to have the experience, and I do wish I did have a schedule and actually looked at the events, because I did miss a couple events that I really would have liked. So this year I do have a schedule. I do have things written down that I want to go to, what time, the location, so on and so forth. So yeah. Um, so I didn't actively go to any events throughout the day. On my first day, I just explored. The very first thing I went to was, I believe it was the dealer's den in the artist alley. I didn't really have any set plans, so I just walked around until I saw something interesting, which was the dealer's den and the artist alley. So I went in, explored, saw things that I didn't see before, and I had fun. Very expensive, very expensive, as expected. So after that, I just explored the place some more. I went up the escalators, I went down the escalators, I went up yeah, you know what, the elevator. I forgot what an elevator was. Um, uh, yeah. I didn't really do much on the first day. I still had fun. I still met new people. I still saw some incredible suits, so on and so forth. So there's that. I did meet up with a couple people that I knew and I was friends with. So here's who I met up with. It was great. On the second day, I actually met up with a friend that couldn't make it to the first day. He couldn't really stay at a hotel or much of anywhere really, so he just came to visit for the second day. So I met up with him and got him his ticket, and then we went on our way to explore the convention together. So here's a picture of him. Yippee! Very great friend. I love talking to him. He was amazing to hang out with at Megaplex last year. I really hope that he had a good experience. Truly hope so. So we went around, looked at a bunch of fursuits. He had his own fursuits, and he was just having fun. Very great. It's a very great experience. And unfortunately, he did have to leave later that day, so he couldn't really stay, which is really unfortunate. So he did. He did say that he did enjoy himself. I really hope he did. So yeah. Most of the events that I actively went to were AD events. I'm not going to touch upon that here. I'm not. I'm just not going to. For a couple reasons, but yeah. What other things did I do? I think I just explored, bought some things, and explored some more. I don't think I have any friends that I actively met at Megaplex and stuff. I think that I just took a few photos with a couple people and then just went on my way. I do plan on actually making friends this year. Most of my friends I've met, I made at meets, like fursuit meets, furry meets. Yeah. So there's that. On the third day, I went to the closing ceremony. That's the one thing I do remember. I believe it was on the third day. I went to a few other places I can't hardly remember. The only reason why I can't remember these things, is that I was so happy that my memory is so fogged because I was so excited to see giant fluffy animals walking on two legs and just, yeah. There's nothing else much, honestly. It's just because I was so happy to be there. I was so excited to meet new people and take pictures with people. Like, I met two people that I looked up to there, and it was just like, wow. Like, here's these photos, and it's just like, what? I met them and had fun. Oh my god, that was amazing. I was just so excited, so happy that I can't remember everything that happened at Megaplex. This year I do plan on taking more photos, I do plan on taking more videos, and all of that stuff. I think I only have one video from Megaplex that I didn't record, that 9 recorded. And it was with someone that we're not friends with anymore, so I'm not really gonna share it or anything. But yeah, I really enjoyed myself, and it was great. This year I do have a schedule made. I have events that I'm going to try to go to. I have the date, I have the location, and I have the time when the events are happening. So I really do plan on going to these. I have them written down right here. They're really small, so I can't read it in suit. Let me try to see it through my mouth. So, I do plan on going. Last year I missed it, but I do plan on going to the Scullies Unite. I do plan on going to the Scullies Unite meet, which is at 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. on August 30th in the Windermere Ballroom. So I do have these things written down, scheduled, all that. So, yeah. Some of these I cannot say on camera, so I'm just gonna leave that there. If you're going to Megaplex this year, feel free to meet up with me. Feel free to meet me. Feel free, like all that. I say that as if I am famous, as if I am well known, as if, yeah, yeah. There's not much else for me to say, really. However, this right here, the little boat. Guess who bought that for me? 9. Yep, 9. 9. Love you. I love you, 9. I love you so much. I'm excited to see you. I love you. Please don't go bald. Don't. No. Going bald is bad. Don't. I say as if 9's gonna see this. Anyway, hopefully I record more. Hopefully I take more pictures because, yeah. I'm looking forward to Megaplex. I really am. I don't want to miss it. It's literally it's my safe space now. It's where I feel safe, and it's something that I want to make a tradition with me and my friends. So I really hope that my friends and I go this year. I say that because things can happen last second where, I can't go because my car is broken down, or I can't go because yada yada yada. So I say that I'm gonna go, but anything can happen between now and Megaplex where I could end up not going. So I do really want to go. Yeah. I think that's all that I wanted to touch up on, that I wanted to talk about. So, I think that's all. And I hope to meet new people and make new friends and stuff at Megaplex this year. However, before I go, there is one thing I do want to touch up on that I accidentally forgot. Last year, I think on the second day, these two 16-year-olds, I believe, Megaplex is 18 plus. Not because it's like, that, but it's because of the governor. I'm not going to touch upon anything political. I'm just saying that because it's a reason why. So Megaplex is 18 plus. You're not supposed to be having a Megaplex under 18. It's literally the rule. And to get a ticket, you have to be 18. So, unfortunately, these two 16-year-olds, I really want to say, they could very well be 17, but still not 18 yet, so They trespassed on Megaplex property and snuck in and went about at the convention and stuff. There's things at the convention that they're not supposed to be seeing, that they're not supposed to be exposed to. So they could have very well got the convention in so much trouble. That could have ruined it for absolutely everyone. I'm not going to say their names. I'm not going to show a picture of them. None of that, because they already were punished. So I'm not going to do anything more than just talk about it. But they did trespass and stuff. They didn't buy a ticket because they can't buy a ticket, so on and so forth. So they could have very well got the convention in so much trouble. They took pictures of the convention. Like, I'm glad they enjoyed themselves, but still, you're not supposed to do that. And this year, when Megaplex held the Megaplex picnic, they had the nerve to go to the picnic. Like, the thing is, the picnic is all ages. It's all ages, so any age can go. However, because they trespassed onto Megaplex property, went about the whole convention, so on and so forth, I don't think they should have went to the picnic. I think it's shameful to go to a picnic for a convention that they snuck into and trespassed on. So I think that it's just shameful. I don't want to start anything. However, I think it is shameful and disrespectful in a way. So that's just what I think personally. So I really hope they don't end up trespassing on the property this year. But it's just so disrespectful. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just whatever. But yeah, I want people to have fun and go to conventions and stuff. But trespassing on property that you didn't pay to go on is just trespassing to go to a convention that you didn't pay for is disrespectful and shameful and all of that. So like, I get they're kids. They probably didn't know any better, but still they are in their teens, so they should have known better. But they were already punished. They were already, all that. So I'm just gonna leave it in the past. I'm not gonna say their names. I'm not gonna do any of that. Not share their photos, whatever. I just hope that they learned their lesson and they don't do it again, because they could have very well got the whole convention ruined for everyone, and that would have been very disappointing for people who had to travel to Megaplex last year. So hopefully they don't do it again. So yeah, that's what I wanted to touch upon. That's what I wanted to talk about. I hope that you all have a wonderful day if you made it this far. Which if you see this, I'm sure you have. But yeah, I really hope that this year goes smoothly. I really hope that things get even better than last year. I really hope that I do see the people that I really want to see. I love all of my friends. So yeah, I hope you have a great day, and I hope everything is just dandy. See ya.